Hello everyone, this is the video of my Rek'sai Conqueror Tiamat guide, and why I believe Hail of Blades is worse than Conqueror Rek'sai. With Hail of Blades Rek'sai, I find it only useful in the first 20 minutes of the game. After that, the rune seems useless since you don't do much damage with it anymore, and other players are able to withstand your damage. With Conqueror Tiamat Rek'sai, I find it to be good all through the game. Rek'sai as a champion already has enough raw damage in the early game, so she does not need a rune. If you knock up someone, they're almost guaranteed to die, or blow some. So if Rek'sai as a champion can already do that, why does she need a rune to help her do more damage in the early game? Instead of having a rune like Conqueror that keeps her strong all game and helping her in the late game where she falls off. In this video, I'll be explaining the runes, why take Conqueror over Hail Blades, skill order, the strength of all of her abilities, her clear path, weak matchups, and overall how to play her. The reason why you take Conqueror over Hail Blades is because with this build you end up getting Titanic Hydra, which will act as an auto reset. I'll have an example up on screen right now and the comparisons of the two runes, one with Hail Blades and one with Conqueror. As you can see, they both can pull off their combos, which is not the full combo, but a basic one. For Conqueror Tiamat Rek'sai, this being knock up auto, Q Titanic Hydra, Q E Q, or with Hail Blades, knock up auto, Q Q Q E. They both are around 3 seconds, with Titanic Hydra doing 300 more damage. And this is also without having Conqueror proc, the adaptive damage and healing. So with Titanic Hydra, you are able to do more damage than Hail of Blades since you don't use the Conqueror proc. And these are the stats for the full build for both runes. For skill order, you want to upgrade your Q first to do the first clear, get your W for the knockup with healing, your E second, and then max your Q, E, R, W. Don't underestimate the power of your skill shot Q. It actually does a good amount of damage. After they buffed it some patches ago, it made it more AD damage than AP. It does as much as an auto does, and also charges your fury, so try and use it right before you knock someone up to get that extra damage, and that instant 50% fury and double your damage. When you are burrowed, knock someone up with your W instead of autoing them. If you do it with your W, you have more range than doing it when you go to auto them. Use your E in smart ways. Go through raptors to gank someone from behind or from the top, or bot try to go through the thick wall, or my favorite spots from the river bush in bot to their tower, and from tri bush close to Grump into their tower. Use your R in situations where you could dodge something, kind of like a Master Yi Alpha Strike. Since you go untargetable for a bit, this will help your survivability and also your overall damage since you stay in fights longer. When you are burrowed, you could see targets running if you have no vision of them, to R as long as you hit them. So if you're chasing someone like a Talon or anyone who flashes over a wall and you can't get vision of them, go underground to be able to see them and use R. When you're in W, Rek'sai will make this sound if she can sense someone walking, so use this to your advantage. If you're not paying attention and someone starts walking next to you, listen to Rek'sai and look for the target. For clears at the moment of recording, this being patch 10.2, you want to get a Hunter's Machete and do buff buff Gromp or buff Gromp buff. Then gank top or mid. Whoever is more pushed up, Rek'sai can punish anyone who is immobile or very squishy who pushes up. Matchups that are hard for Rek'sai are champs like Warwick, yeuujjn, Master Yi, Elise, Evelynn, and anyone who she can't kill when knocking up, or if they can blow her up instantly without seeing it coming. Rek'sai is more of a burst champion at the start of the game, where you throw out all your damage and abilities once you knock someone up. And if you can't kill them there, well, you're not going to have too much fun. Some pros for Rek'sai is she's very hard to duel, no matter what rune you take. This being Conqueror, Halo Blades, or even Electrocute. You don't even need your R, but if you have it, it helps. There's very little champs that are able to come close to killing you. Some of these champs in the early game are Udyr, Master Yi, and Warwick, and it's especially easy to kill anybody if they walk into a bush that you are camping in. You stay very healthy in your jungle with your healing from your W. A big true damage E that can be used to chain with your smite to secure camps, dragons, barons, and kills like Nunu's Q. A gap closer in CC. Your R is an execute damage and also makes you untargetable, so it allows you to dodge abilities. She has a kit that allows her to stay in the meta since she can always fit into almost any comp. Some cons for Rek'sai is if you used your E when you're not in full fury, you'll be doing the same damage as an auto attack, and you'll be missing out on a ton of damage. Her R sometimes gets bugged where when you R someone and you try to target them, you can't auto or Q for like half a second, and that can mean that you are going to die or the target is going to live. If Rek'sai gets behind in the game, it's very hard for her to come back in the game since you're going to be fairly squishy at the start, and whatever gank you try could ultimately lead you to dying. For build path, you want to go Hunter's Machete first item with a refillable pot. Then on your first back, try and get at least a Tiamat and boots. If you can't afford them, then it's fine, just go Blue Smite with boots. After that, try and get Tiamat on your next back. Then go Blue Smite Warrior, Black Cleaver, Guardian Angel, then finish Tiamat into Titanic Hydra, then Spare Visage, and for boots, get either Mercs if there's a lot of CC, or Ninja Tabis if there's a lot of AD or auto attack based champions. For a situational item, go Omen if there's a full AD team or AP damage does not matter to you, since Merc Treads would be enough MR and Omen would help you not get kited as easily. For playstyles in the early game, you want to play very aggressive. Gank a lot of lanes without flashes or dashes, invade the enemy jungle if your lanes have prio and can come help if needed, and take objectives. For mid game, you want to look for picks. Use your flash W combo when it's up and try to punish any players if they walk up too far in a 5v5 situation. Start off fights by looking for flanks with your burrow E. For endgame, being around 40 minutes, yes, Rek'sai does fall off pretty hard, so try and peel your carries as much as you can. But if you think you could blow up any carry on the other team, go for it. Rek'sai with Titanic Hydra is very easy to kill someone, just hard to get to them without flash. Thanks for watching my Rek'sai guide. I hope you enjoyed and learned something about the champion. Rek'sai is a very fun and rewarding champion with a simple kit and can get you to your next rank if you take the time to learn her. Please make sure you like the video. It took some time editing the video and I would really appreciate it. If you like the content you watched and are interested in more jungle guides, please feel free to drop a sub. Make sure to check me out on Twitch, on twitch.tv/ironking. It'll be up on screen right now. Thanks again, and have a good one.